Louisville had shot from three-point range and how poorly your guys had shot, that you weren't in a terrible place even down 10?
I wasn't sure, but they were shooting the ball well. I mean, we broke down a couple times. We were a little slow getting to the shooters, but they shoot. I mean, it's in their hands and it's off, and we've seen them do that. The one thing we talked about is, at least if we're there a little quicker and they're making them, we'll live with it, but we got to get there quicker. I didn't know, because they're hard to guard. They're disciplined. You know, they threw the 1-3-1 at us that they hadn't showed a lot. They played, I think, only one possession against Duke. And so we were a little confused, and I thought when DeAndre got in foul trouble, Jay Huff gave us a great lift offensively. And I thought DeAndre was special. I mean, with the way he played, that was a special performance. But I like the individual defense on the interior in the second half. The individual defense sometimes bothering some shooters in the second half. It was really a gritty second half for us, though we didn't even shoot it. I think Dre's the only one who hit the threes, right? And didn't shoot it well, but we took care of the ball and again got some pressure with Kihei and finished it the right way.
Yeah, Tony, you finished plus 34 points in the paint. How much was that a function of necessity for not shooting the three that well, or just intent because you wanted to attack the paint?
Yeah, well, we're such a post-scoring team, so no, I tell you, but there's different ways to get it in the paint. And again, whether it was drives or tough finishes, Momedy and Jay gave us a lift. You know, I didn't play Braxton and Jack in the second half, but I just went with, I thought, defensively the matchups and the way it was, but the rebounding and then the tough play, you know, in the lane, some drop passes or pocket passes, nice things really happened off the ball screen. So we were so much better in the second half and tried to just stay the course.
We'll take one over on the left. Yellow.
Tony, why were you better? Was it defensively or just overall, or what was it?
In the second half? Yeah, I think, well, you know, I think we got DeAndre back on the floor. He's a terrific defender. That helped us with a matchup kind of at the 4 spot. And then when I put Kihei in, Kihei was really heating up the ball. And then DeAndre guarded Nwara, who was terrific in the first half. And we were more mindful, not that we should not have been, but on the, McMahon, sorry, I was going to say Ryan, because he's such a good shooter. So just thought we bothered. Of course, they missed some shots, and then we ran some decent offense.
Doug.
Yeah, talk about Kyle. 8 rebounds, 8 defensive rebounds, and he's been a good rebounder all season for you.
He sure has. You know, sometimes the other guys just got to get people off, and then, you know, your guards have to come in and clean it up, and Kyle has a nose for the ball. He's deceptive with his bounce off the floor and going and getting stuff. Sometimes when he drives, he's deceptive that way, too, to be able to get off his shot. But with a lot of long threes, and you know, they shot a lot in the second half, there's long rebounds, so that was important for the guards to clean up.
Take one in the back right.
Coach, staying at home in the post, you usually trap the post. I'm here, Coach. You did not trap the post tonight. You stayed at home and beat them straight up in the post. Was that because of the 3-point percentage in the first half?
Well, our guys have been doing a good job guarding individually. Jack Salt's terrific. Momedy, Jay, they've done some good things. And, you know, we always talk about it, but the way, they shot the ball. We thought, you know, let's make them make some plays over the top and score and stay at home a little bit, because most teams are planning for our post trap. Not that we won't use it, but I think it was, you know, maybe they made 1 or 2 post buckets off of moves, but it helped us with our rebounding and also our perimeter defense.
Thanks. We'll take one right behind you. Josh, right behind you, sir.
Tony, you said DeAndre was special today. Was there a moment in the game where you realized he was really feeling it?
I mean, the whole game. I wanted to start. He was so complete defensively. You know, he hit the threes. He was driving, and he's playing good basketball. And you look at his stat line, and again, I just 9 of 11, made 2 for 2, got to the line. You know, I just thought he was so efficient. That's about as efficient as it gets, and was so valuable. Whether it was guarding a switch perimeter guy or again guarding Nwara, and we needed his drives, drawing fouls, and we needed his threes, and we weren't shooting it with the rest of the guys.
Jerry, and then Aaron.
Just piggybacking on that, Tony, what is it about his ability to take over a game, and in practices, is he so dominant that he can just drive to the basket almost any time?
You know, he's just continuing to evolve his game. You can see it. He's improving, and he's just playing at a high level. And you know, in practice, he shows signs of that, of course, but to do it in a game is a little different when we needed it. And there's some other really good players on the floor, so the spacing and things like that allow him for that. But when he's at the 4, he's a matchup problem. Just like when Noira's at the 4, he can be a matchup problem when he's shooting. So that's the way the game kind of is going with guys like that at times, playing those spots.